it means something to say that people really want to see an influencer that you recognize challenged. We're not only going to hear for yes people or say, are you even really trying? Response when it comes down to what really is authentic and what really isn't. Like, because then boom, looking for, the typical you do what I say and what they really are. We want to really paint the picture and tell the whole story, not just a little snippet of it. Like we've had other guests in the past who, have literally vocally said it on the podcast in real time, the behind the scenes in a way that the average person doesn't get a chance to see. That's lost.
It's tiny, tiny laughs, designing in your face. It's tiny, tiny laughs, designing in your face. Don't know what to design today, but there's just one thing I know for sure.
So you're scrolling through your phone, mindless, then boom, an influencer that you recognize, full makeup, crying, bawling their tears out. Oh my goodness. Is this a brand campaign or a breakdown? Today we're going to find out. But if you're not doing the crying game or the blame game, as they say, are you even really trying in 2025? That's what we're going to talk about here today on today's episode of podcast. What's up, everyone? I'm Devin, and welcome back to another episode of Designing Last, where we're going to literally talk to you all about this whole full authenticity that's going on when it comes to influencers in today's ever so growing topic when it comes down to personal brands. I think this is a really cool avenue that we need to, dissect and break down a little bit more because it really is a trend that's going on and you can't deny it that, you see it everywhere from
Demystify moments. Demystify. 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 Demystify moments. Demystify.
oh, hey has a designer ever told you as a potential client some fancy words that you have no idea what they mean and you give them a look like, what does that mean? Like, literally. One's like topography, tracking, a tittle? What? Actors and entertainers or whatever you want to call you want to categorize them as far as influencers, but we over here at Def pride ourselves on being as authentic as we possibly can, but we also notice that using that word kind of has, I don't know, a little bit of a counterintuitive um response when it comes down to what really is authentic and what really isn't. Like, because everybody uses these words sometimes very vaguely or um very loosely, and over time they sometimes lose the value of what it really means to be authentic and what it means to be real, and in the moment, not staged, not having some alternative motive or different intentions that others don't know about, yet you trying to make it seem like as if it's not. We don't do that over here. What you see is what you get, as they say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think when it comes down to like a lot of those games that people play, people can see that. They can see straight through that, even if they do follow along with it because they are emotionally triggered because that's usually what it is. It's all emotional trigger that somebody's just trying to play in your emotions. Um, but like when you really step back from it, you realize, whoa, this is not what I seen it is. It's like somebody gaslighting you, you know what I'm saying? Or love bombing you or any of that other kind of manipulation type of things that people do. And we do our best to stay clear of that around here. Even people who try to gaslight us and say they're gonna come on or do things they know they don't have no intention doing it. Hey, stay away. You can't dodge them all, but when you do dodge them, hey man, trust me, whew, your peace of mind will thank you in the long run. And we here at Def have been very fortunate when it comes down to the people who have interviewed and been a part of this platform when it comes down to actually building with people who really do what they say and mean what they say, not just talking it because it sounds good and they know how to charm the people and things like that. No, we talk about real things with real people with real solutions. With I'm excited, yeah! I get to go to the merchandise shop and get some new hats and all of that. I'm excited. Plus, I heard they got new merch as well. Yeah, man. We're just around the corner, you know what I'm saying? It's over 24/7 online, and I get to go there in person today, right now. All you gotta do is hit that link on our website down below.
In the crowded world of brands, standing out isn't an option, it's a necessity. What sets Deft apart? It's our dedication to personal, bespoke branding solutions. With just one designer, you get the attention that your brand deserves. From concept to creation, we craft brands that resonate, inspire, and captivate. Your brand deserves to be Deft. Visit devinsdeft.design and let's start creating something amazing together.
That's Deft. That's Deft. That's Deft.
Hey baby, it makes her smile. It makes her smile. If you didn't know, then you do now. So how about now? The sun is out, her figure's out, and this is how. Figure out paying her toast. Ooh baby, it makes her smile. Why does it take so long? She said, oh really? I'm having fun. Do you even really want some?
It's fire. Like, it's really, really good.
That's Deft. You gotta keep on growing, baby. That's Deft. That's Deft. You gotta keep on showing, baby. That's Deft. You gotta keep on growing, baby. That's Deft. That's Deft. You gotta keep on showing, baby.
First off, I got something to say. Dev dog, I ain't coming to wait. Devin, main state to claim. Help out when you are to blame. Your craft.
That's Deft. You gotta keep on growing, baby. That's Deft. That's Deft. You gotta keep on showing, baby. That's Deft. You gotta keep on growing, baby. That's Deft. That's Deft. You gotta keep on showing, baby.
Crazy creative, ain't no one hating. It's crazy creative, ain't no one hating. That's why it's Deft. Second, I got news for you. We do what we want to do. Is it right point of view? Research, Devin, who knew?
That's Deft. You gotta keep on growing, baby. That's Deft. That's Deft. You gotta keep on showing, baby. That's Deft. You gotta keep on growing, baby. That's Deft. That's Deft. You gotta keep on showing, baby.
Real problems and real dreams and beliefs. I think that's what steps us apart from just any other podcast that has, casual conversation. Because yes, we do have casual conversation that's genuine and, just free flowing. But at the same time, we definitely know that there's a purpose at the end of the day with our podcast, and we try to do our best by making sure that we know it from the beginning. When you come on here, yes, you're going to learn something, you're going to be engaging, and you're going to be challenged. We're not only going here for yes people or, looking for, the typical you do what I say and I'm going to do what you say type of thing. No, we really are having real dialogue and it plays out here in real time. And we are thankful for the responses that we were getting back from it because it means something to see that people really want to see the behind the scenes in a way that the average person doesn't get a chance to see. Like we've had other guests in the past who, have literally vocally said on the podcast in real time, man, I like this because I get a chance to experience it from a client's perspective that's lost, or also confusing to a lot of people because they think of a designer one way and that just means, you know, this is what they think of whenever they hear the word graphic design, and that's not really what it is. Like we really do our best to try to, educate and inform people, but at the same time, have fun doing it. And we're not here to try to talk them down to nobody or none of that kind of stuff because we want to be inviting so we can be able to learn from them as well. Like we don't know everything about every industry. I know I don't. And we are here to let you guys know here on the Design Labs, if your industry is changing or if it's been stagnant, staying the same for the last 10, 20, 30, 50 years. Hell, we want to know about it because those things need to be talked about. Here at Def, we are all about the culture and changing the narrative when it comes down to the social norms or what things have always been compared to how they can be and what they should be or what they really are. We want to really paint the picture and tell the whole story, not just a little snippet of it. We don't want to have you looking through a little peephole and saying, "Hey, that looks interesting. What's going on outside of the edges though? Like I can't really tell." We want you to open that up and see the whole thing. And so far so good, but the story doesn't end here, it doesn't end today, it doesn't end tomorrow. Like it goes on. So I'm going to now go ahead and transfer over to our closing remarks for today's episode of the podcast. But I want to also, though, just take this little moment just to say, man, it feels good to be creative and feel free to be able to communicate with you all in a manner that's not just so informal because who wants to talk to someone that's hi like this is what we do and this is how we do it. Like no man, we are real people here with real genuine thoughts, concerns, and inspiration. So because of that, I wanted to inspire you all to get out there, be more mindful of how you and your brand are being perceived when it comes down to full authenticity. Like, there's a lot of influencers out there and they're influencing people to do the wrong things for the wrong reasons. And some people are influencing people for the right reasons, but have wrong intentions behind how they go about doing it. And we try to be mindful of all of that here at Def. You know, we can't say that we are perfect because literally we are part of the anti-perfected uh, culture when it comes down to branding. So we know we're not going to be perfect, but we definitely want to change how things have been. And there's no better place to do so than here with Deft. and here at Designing Labs Podcast, the place where you can come to get all your creativity, insights, breakdowns, challenges, community, growth, support. What else can you ask for? I'm Devin here with another episode of Designing Labs, y'all. Hey, don't forget to watch our new content that we got exclusively on Patreon. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this episode of the podcast with someone that you feel like needs to hear this. I know there's someone out there that you need to hear this and needs to be involved. And we're opening our arms and our our minds to the possibilities of how we can connect the dots and and bring the vision together here at Deft, here at Designing Labs. All right, y'all. It's been real. Until next time. Peace! There's stuff that is exclusively only on Patreon to this day that's not going to go nowhere else. So you need to go over to our Patreon and go ahead and just sign up, man. Become a member. You're already fam. Go ahead and become a member so you can not miss some of this key important information and just dope, depth content. Literally.
It's time